Hey everyone, welcome to Firefall Live. I'm Frank Lettieri, aka Faded Pez, the community manager here for Firefall. And Squeaking Orca, you're right, it is a cap. Led Stu, I think, said no hair, or no hat. You're wrong.
Nope.
So you lost the game today. Congratulations. We can all go home now. I have a bell, everybody.
That didn't take long.
This is gonna be awesome.
Real annoying, real annoying.
Scream, I'm still upset with you for giving him that.
Today I'm joined by the awesome Phobos.
I'm awesome.
He's awesome.
We bow to his glory.
And JB Will, of course.
How's it going, guys?
And Cream's bike is off camera, but it's here. It is joining us today.
It's on the show in spirit. It's fine.
So how are you guys doing today?
I'm doing fine.
Are you doing awesome?
Everything is awesome.
Everything's good, part of a team.
Clearly, we have so much energy right now.
Yeah, I'm working on that. Apparently, I learned from one of the mentors yesterday that my trolls are really bad before I have coffee, and he's like, "You got to wait about an hour, and it'll kick in."
You try to troll people, or?
Well, I troll the mentors.
Or the people that troll you? Like,
No, well, yeah, I mean,
Little bit of A, little bit of B.
they kick in pretty. They kick in like, I don't know, 3 in the morning when I'm sleeping, or should be.
Theoretically, you know. What's that green armor? I don't know.
What's that green armor?
that green
oh yeah, we have a new set.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we're on a
That's a
completely new set now. We
In
moved
the
offices.
It's in the office.
Yeah, it's in the office. The TriCaster's actually on the actual network.
You can look out and see all the people.
It's, yes, I can see
Oh, don't see me doing that because.
For Reals and Saber Kitty.
Yay.
I remembered his
Of course,
name. But yeah, we're on a new set. I did tweet out some pictures that had the Chosen armor over there, and
Where's
well,
Jeffrey?
we put the Typhon armor there because the Chosen armor needs a bodysuit. Otherwise, all the pieces look like they're just like floating in air.
Doesn't stand on top of itself.
Yeah, it doesn't really stand on top of itself like these ones do. Even though you really couldn't wear them. Well, I guess you could wear them like that. Whatever.
Might not be comfortable,
Anyways.
but you can do it if you try hard enough.
That
That is
yes.
Typhon's armor.
So behind JB and Matt, there is Typhon's armor, and then the Bumblebee suit that I wore for Halloween this year is behind me. And the most expensive Halloween costume ever.
The knife lady's talking to me about my microphone, but she's unwilling to actually ask a question.
We can't hear you.
At all?
It's on, but the lights are off.
Did
The battery dead?
Did we?
Wait, no.
Frank was prepared.
Frank was prepared.
Frank was prepared.
Woo!
Oh.
Oh my goodness. All right, welcome to Hucking Battery Fall Live. It's Battery Fall, there we go.
There you go.
That's just making batteries fall on Marjorie.
Hey, am I on now?
You're on now.
Things. We're ruining
Extra
the
Soda
magic.
called it, yes, Extra Soda wins the game today.
That the battery was dead?
That we have audio problems.
By that we mean it's
New
all
set,
Extra
like we
Soda's fault.
moved pretty rapidly
In
for
3
a
days.
big
Yeah.
office.
And we were
Well,
setting up the cameras and everything last night here, so.
So let me
Yeah.
know if you guys can
And
hear me
sound
now,
and everything
because that's funny. Because when Amin gave me my pack, it was on, so I turned it. I'm like, "Can I turn this off to save battery?" He's like, "Yeah." So I turned it off until right before the show started.
Yeah.
So you ruined it.
So I no, it's just I think I had this premonition that my battery was going to be dead.
A premonition.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
Hey, what are you
Sitting on the mic doesn't help. Well,
I'm not sitting on the mic. My mic's
right here.
underneath my shirt.
Yeah, we keep them there. We know how to clip them. See, you're that good at clipping them that they don't even know where it is.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's hidden underneath my jowls.
I was trying to, pump it up, but whatever.
I can
So-
turn it down if it's too loud. Let me know.
The sound level is much better on this set. That's interesting.
That's good. That's
Oh, that's
random.
not
It's the
true.
same setup. But
You wanty. Slay wolf.
Wow.
dang.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
So yeah, we're
Wow.
gonna have some technical difficulties, obviously, until the set gets into a groove.
Yeah, and we don't have TeamSpeak up today because, well, we spent a good
Because we were setting
chunk
it up
of the
last
day
night.
yesterday setting this stuff up, and that was kind of like, I really wanted it, but it's lower in the priority. We would have been better off as our backup. We're going to be answering questions, out of chat all day.
figured it was better to have,
all day. We're just gonna be
cameras
here.
working.
We're gonna be having a marathon.
Well, so that's one thing I don't know if I tried to say, but we're in the office.
yeah, we're actually
We're not
in
in
the
a
office.
separate set. So we're actually annoying the crap out of people right now who are trying
And
to
it's
get work
awesome.
Yeah, but
It's tech
those
ops.
are not the people. Well, those are. They can do it back and better.
Yeah. So if during the show you
there's
see
more
a
of them.
Nerf dart suddenly hit one of us in the face, that's probably what.
We do have a board there, like trying to.
done. Yeah, we're trying
Yeah,
our
but that's
best.
just going to make it more of a challenge for them, and they're going to want to do it more.
Anyways,
Anyways, so stuff that's going on around that I'd like to address is the feedback on PTS. So far, Warzone's looking pretty good. I think we're getting a lot of good feedback out of Warzone. Although I did think of one thing that I haven't told Brian yet, because he did say, I did mention like, hey, you know, we feel like players are feeling like we're not seeing the new units that much. So
the Juggernaut and
Yeah.
the Siege Breakers and stuff.
So he said, yeah, there was. It was like a chance. It was a chance within a difficulty tier. So like
Yeah.
when we ramp up the difficulty based on how well players are doing, it had a chance to do it. He took away the chance. So
So
they
just
should
by
be,
raising difficulty, they'll spawn more.
yeah, they should spawn a little more often. That's what he told me anyway.
Cool.
But
Is that already out or is that just
No, that's
internal?
not out
Okay.
yet.
Yeah, we haven't been able to patch PTS because of the move.
Yes.
But now that we're starting to settle down with all the technical issues with just a move,
Yeah.
that patch, another patch of PTS should be going out soon. Roman would know, not today, obviously, but
Yeah.
That's a drink.
but Roman would probably need to know, probably Monday or Tuesday.
Yep.
I would estimate.
Yep. But another thing that came up was that I found interesting was taking the little notifications of areas response requested off of just that zone, because it kind of takes away from the fact that there's a sniper roost or a chosen ambush.
That's true. Yeah.
Because we mark that there's snipers in the roost, so you just go up the roost. Whereas if you don't know there's snipers in the roost, you're going to be out there and they're going to be firing at you before
Yeah.
you realize they're up there.
As if the
Well,
wasn't enough warning.
But big red beam.
But they're also like up in the trees, and you're still like down on the ground. Yeah.
They're in the trees, man.
Yeah, it also makes a certain amount of sense, just story-wise, that it's a war zone. Like, no, we don't necessarily have the infrastructure in place to be able to mark that kind of thing for
Yeah, I
various
mean,
pilots in the area. But
yeah.
it's good. I hadn't thought of
Basically,
that.
I think the plus I was like the training wheels must come off.
Yep. If you're once you get to level 40, you
like,
should be
okay.
able to figure out when
Who
things are
said
shooting
that?
at you.
I forgot who it was.
Was that Big Head?
It might have been.
It sounds like Big Head.
It might have been. It's like it's time to take the training wheels off. Like I kind of agree at that point. Like you kind of know what's up.
Real quick, PTS patch having the combat stuff? Not yet.
Nope.
This patch we're leaving alone because this is the next patch that will go live. Then the next PTS build after this one, after this patch is all solidified and the update goes out to live, when we do the next round of PTS updates, that'll have the combat stuff in it for
Yeah,
testing.
and it's not going to be a global combat thing when that goes live. It's going to be a little zone where you get a battle frame station to pick one of the new combat tuned battle frames,
Yeah.
and then play through this little space.
Yeah. And so that's why Cowboy's not on this show, because he was going to be the guest on the show.
Yeah, we wanted to have him on.
But we want to wait until that's out in the public before he actually comes on and talks about it. 'cause-
Yeah, we were talking about that. He wants to be able to, because I did plan originally to have him on late January, so around this time frame. But he and I had a talk, and he was like, "Well, I really want it to be out as well as like a few cycles under people's belts and testing it before I came out, and that way people like have felt it, and then they know what I'm talking about because we have issues where like the whole hide and heal thing." Where that's not
out
really
of combat.
Yeah, that's not what we want to do.
Because it's not hide and heal. It's out of combat regen.
Right.
Which there's new rules for that are being implemented right now. We'll need to test those, make sure they all work properly, and then.
Yeah. Well, because previously the only way we tested combat state was 10 seconds from the last time you either dealt damage or took damage, right? So.
Pretty much.
So that's why it looked like that when I was play testing it, and that's not what he wants to do. And he also mentioned to me that they're going to regen enemy health.
Nice.
So when combat breaks, your health regens, the enemy.
Yeah,
health
I mean,
regens.
enemies will follow the idea is that they follow
Yeah.
the same rules that you do. So
So you can't just pick away at them, go hide, come back, pick away
Yeah.
at it a little more.
Which I guess you can do right now.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
kind of can.
So
That's more or less what you were doing in that stream.
was it?
Kind of.
well,
Hey,
except
not
he was
quite.
never.
Not quite, but
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah.
showing off himself exploiting the
I
game
wrecked
mechanics.
that. I wrecked that on Accord Recon.
You got wrecked on a Accord Recon?
No, I didn't die once. Unaccord recon.
Because you were playing like a sissy.
No.
That's how you're supposed to play recon.
Yeah, that's true.
Fair point.
I was just playing. Yes, no, I was just playing a recon. But yeah, I mean, I think that's the big stuff we wanted to cover in terms of like what we're talking about. Obviously, people were still talking to Gore Talk. I don't know if he's updated that thread recently.
He hasn't updated in a while. There was some feedback internally. So the cool thing about Gore Talk is what he's been doing with that is building out paper designs.
Yes.
Where we actually play the thing on via like cards and paper and make choices
Firefall card
And
games.
wizard
and like
hats and
have
robes.
Have dice and things like that to add in the randomization, and we do a lot of that stuff.
Is there a dungeon master? Because you
Yes,
might be playing.
yeah.
Primus is
something
the dungeon master.
different. Okay.
I was wondering why somebody cast magic missile.
Yeah.
Into the darkness.
At the darkness.
That's a different thing. But the cool thing is because he's been doing that, we've been able to do iterations faster because we really want to make this the last time we touch crafting. That's the goal. It's probably not going to happen, but that's the goal. But we want to make sure it's right, so we're doing play testing with it before it gets implemented, before engineers spend time on it, before UI spends a lot of time on it, so that way we can really test it out. So he hasn't posted again. We've been going through some iterations. He's been writing all those up and putting them into practice. Hopefully, once we get all that solidified and signed off by everybody, then we can share some more with the community and show off some of that cool stuff. So,
I'll sign it off right now so I can show you guys.
Frank,
Do I get a sign off?
no.
Oh. Damn it.
Well, what's the point?
Yeah, what's the...
God.
Good.
I don't wanna.
Yeah. So that's other stuff. So I know a lot of people are very interested in crafting and what Gore Talk has planned there, and we even had a group we were talking to, he and I, where he didn't really tell them his plans, right? We didn't go through the original presentation, but what we did do is we had like a little focus group that we got a lot of feedback from a lot of people that are invested in crafting. So go Seahawks. Y'all know why I'm here?
Y'all know why I'm here? I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Yeah, it's true.
You are not wearing a red 5 hat. All right. Yeah.
Pez
so
touched the ring thing. That sounds.
time for Josh to do the news.
Oh. All right, well, obviously, as we mentioned, we moved this past weekend, and this Sunday, there was an issue that popped up where the mailer that went out didn't contain glider tokens for the glider challenge. And the glider challenge was ending Monday at 4 o'clock our time. And by the time we all got into the office on Monday and people got their computers set up and stuff, it was around noon. And at that point, we were like, well, if we could send out the glider tokens now, but if we did that, then
The event's over.
Yeah, I mean, the event ends in 4 hours, and most people wouldn't actually be able to use them. So we talked about it a little bit, and we decided, why not we'll just turn the event on for an extra week. So we turned the event on for an extra week. So the glider challenge, if you missed that, the glider challenge is still going.
Or if you needed a few extra vouchers to get that last core or
Yeah,
that last
exactly.
piece,
You know,
you
I
can
figured
hop in there.
There were a lot of people who were like, oh, we're so close to getting all the things I want. So just, why not? It doesn't hurt us. And we also sent out, when we turned it back on, we also sent everyone 10 more free tokens. So, and then plus you should be getting 3 a day again. So lots of tokens to go around. If you get those, get all those rewards.
Yeah.
And that'll end Tuesday at 4 Pacific, I believe, is when we went to. Yeah, because we just went a week from Tuesday. So, yeah, get out and enjoy those. And we've heard a lot of feedback about that event, and we've been discussing it in the live team ways we can make that better going forward. Like, people have been asking for free trials and stuff like that, and we're not gonna promise anything, not promising anything, because we still have to sit down and look and prioritize and see exactly what we can do. But we definitely heard the feedback and are taking it into consideration.
Cool.
Then let's
I
see,
want
this
free
weekend.
trials.
What's this? This weekend we got Mammoth Weekend.
We spoiled it last weekend.
Yeah.
We spoiled that last week. That's this week's
Yes.
Mammoth Weekend.
Yes. So we got Mammoth
What's
Weekend.
next weekend?
Next weekend is.
No, God, we'll never get out of this loop. Let's end the cycle.
Well, actually, we don't. Well, I mean, I think Mammoth is the last advanced battle frame.
Yeah, but
weekend that we've
we'll
done.
just
Well, yeah, we'll
flip them in
so-
again.
But so you don't know.
That's how that works.
You have no idea what will be.
Well, next weekend's either
next weekend
Reputation
people can probably figure it out just by
or
looking at what
XP.
was last weekend.
It's probably going to be Reputation or
Reputation.
XP per se.
It's Reputation. I'll just say it.
So
People know at this point it was XP last weekend and then a Battle Frame weekend, so it's going to be Reputation. It's not really rocket science. But yeah, so we got Mammoth Weekend this weekend, and that's, I don't know. Oh, we also had the PAX South Warpaint giveaway last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah, it was cool. Started an hour early because Frank's bad at time zones, but
Well, I made up for it by adding 30 extra codes.
True.
So we gave like
it worked out.
We did give out like 1,000 codes. So I felt like that was a pretty good amount for the amount of people there. I actually need to get with Jason maybe later today to see how many of them were actually used. But yeah, I mean, I think it went pretty well. There's some feedback on how we did the giveaway, and I felt like there was no real ideal way to give away 1,000 codes on Twitter, except for there was one idea where it's like you use a code that's like time locked, so I can use this code multiple times in this window, which we spoke about for a while as something that we'd like to have, but that requires time for people that have much higher priorities.
Yeah.
So that's not something that's a really cool idea and something we'd like to do, but we'd like to improve the process within the means we already have for now. Are we gonna ever have research points weekend? No.
No.
Are research points really limiting?
No.
I
hope not.
Way too many.
Research points are easy. It's
Points
the
on
crush
my-
site costs
yeah.
that are crazy.
Yeah. But yeah.
Salvage stuff if you want research points.
Yeah.
Go out and
craft stuff.
Go farm for an hour and then salvage everything, and you'll have more research points than you know what to do with. It's,
Oh darn! I had one other thing.
It's gone. Gone forever.
It is gone. Damn.
Good job, Frank.
Alrighty. So what we're gonna do is I'll probably remember it really quick, but we're gonna take a break really quick, and
we're back to commercial breaks.
we're gonna go to commercial, but we have a few videos. We're gonna show them out throughout the course of the show. So in 2 different groups, but we have a few videos that people made a while ago that we should have had on at the end of last month. But we've been doing so many not Firefall lives that we didn't get a chance to show these. But here we go, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Ares 3-5, mission briefing follows. Surveillance on the area is showing that a sizable Chosen force has taken the complex. Your mission is to infiltrate the facility and stop the Chosen. Skydock has been compromised. Chosen invaders have seized control of all towers. Explosive ordnance has been detected near the Brahma transport. The Chosen are coming from that melding bubble. To stem the tide, you'll need to destroy the bubble by calling down 3 mini-repulsors. The melding bubble is down. Sweep and clear the watchtower so we can find the bubble's source. We cannot lose that ship. Get to the auxiliary towers and secure the Skyridge terminals.
Hey, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed some of those videos. We're gonna show off the other.
Oh, I sure did.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't show them yet. They're on the TriCaster. I saw them all, and I enjoyed them all. We have another 3 that we're going to show a little bit later, but first we want to do questions. We're going to take questions straight from chat. One thing we saw during the break that we were discussing was someone had a concern about reputation and the gear that you buy.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of prefaced with the fact that if there's this equipment that's only good for a certain battle frame that's only from corporation, doesn't that present problems? We don't know what the rewards are going to be for the corporation, so we would try not to get into that situation where a certain piece of equipment from a certain corporation is only good for certain battle frames, so then all those battle frames choose that corporation. That doesn't really give good choice, right? The idea with reputations, especially with the choosing where you have corporations that are anti each other, that you want to provide good choice there and not feel like, well, because I'm playing a recon, I've got to go with Astrek because that's the only time I can get good Raptor gear. Right.
So one cool way you could even go about it even is, or at least even mentally think about it, is if I had the Astrek Firecat, and I go to an Omnidyne Corporation quartermaster, but he's got like the Omnidyne spin of Immolate, kind of thing, where it's like...
Yeah, just because the battle frame is owned, created by a certain corporation doesn't mean other corporations won't create add-ons for that. Right? Like it's aftermarket gear, so
I mean, what's stopping you from taking your Firecat over to Omnidyne and they can just inspect it, see everything they did, reverse engineer, or improve the something. Right. Anyways, so that kind of stuff. So I don't think will be that limiting, and especially
on this first iteration though, we're not doing those corporation type reputations. That's going to be added later. What we really wanted, the goal for this system immediately was get rid of vouchers. So getting rid of the POI vouchers and getting rid of all those currencies and all these currencies to keep track of and all this stuff. We wanted to simplify that system with something that's a little easier to follow. These people like me, they'll give me discounts and I can get access to new gear. That's the original proposed system, but we use the vouchers because that was a quick and easy way to get it implemented. Now this is the next step of that. And then the third step will be adding in some more interesting dynamics between reputations.
It's really nice.
Like vouchers.
It's really nice looking at the currency tab on PTS and feeling,
gaining rep with Kanaloa Station caused reputation for another faction to diminish. So I think that within the Accord,
the POIs don't hate each other.
Yeah.
So none of the POIs will hate each other. The factions that hate each other right now are like the Bandits in the Accord, the Chosen in the Accord, Ophanim in the Accord, like those guys.
Do those all hate each other too?
Some do. And then later on, we'll probably get more advanced with the Bandits. Like there's many different factions of the Bandits.
Yeah.
Right now, all Bandits are lumped into Bandits faction. But there's the Black Hills Bandits, there's the Tankin, so we want to try to break those up too so that they'll have interesting dynamics.
Yeah.
So there's some cool stuff that can happen there. But
yeah, it seems like we're already starting to do that a little bit with 1.3 because the Chosen you're fighting there is from the Razorwing clan. So.
Yeah, exactly. So the cool thing about this system is not necessarily what is being delivered right now, because that's really just the base implementation of it. It's better than what we had before, which is awesome, but the cool stuff with the system is what it allows for in the future, and that's still going to be worked on.
It should be a battle frame fight, green versus yellow, Pez can ring the bell, ding ding.
When can we expect some Army love? So...
Well, so there's many different things with Army Love. What does that mean?
He mentioned like progression basis.
Yeah.
I condensed it down. But.
Oh, okay. Well, because there's the original Army Love that we've talked about. I feel bad for AOD, right? Because they've come out here multiple times. We've talked to them, and they have multiple huge armies.
Shout out to
talked
Silencer.
about I feel bad for Silencer. And we've told them that we were trying to make armies get up to 500 people. That was kind of our goal. Problem is our chat system doesn't support that right now.
Yeah.
Like it would overload our chat system. But we are replacing that chat system right now. So when that comes, we will be able to do bigger group sizes and bigger channels. And so that immediate Army Love will happen quite soon.
Right there, yeah.
There's a lot of tech involved with that. There's a lot of tech ops involved with that. Like we have to build whole new server infrastructures and things, but that's going to come. Post that, there's definitely plans for Army progression. What that means is still being designed right now, so I don't really want to go into details until we actually get into development of it, but it is on the list. That's not necessarily in the next 3 to 6 months, though. That's going to be beyond that time frame. So.
Okay, I guess. I mean, if we have to wait. Dropdown wants to know if, since vouchers are going away, I'm assuming I have to use Crystite to buy gear.
Yeah.
And he was wondering if we're going to increase the amount of Crystite people.
Yeah, we
get
were just
from the
talking
lower-
about that during the break. I'm waiting on some economy reports to come in first because I want to make sure that we have the right sinks and faucets in place.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to make that decision and find out that people have way too much Crystite, especially like at different level bands, right? Like you may be getting tons of Crystite at high levels and you're just starved for it at low levels.
Yeah.
In which case we need to adjust the sinks and faucets in that. Right now, it doesn't feel like it's too crazy, but we are looking into it. One of the things I mentioned to JB Will was a lot of people are trying to play everything all at once, which is not the goal of the system. You can't do it. You have to make choices.
Yeah.
Like, do I want to go deep into researching or do I want to buy gear for my player, right? So you're either going to buy gear or you're going to craft gear. So use your Crystite to craft it or use your Crystite to buy it. But to do both seems kind of like, well, then you're getting everything, right? So the idea is you make choices. And,
I see.
But we still need to get the data. I want to make sure we're making a data decision, not just on a gut feeling. We have some time before this is going to hit public, and we can tweak those numbers pretty quickly. So once I get the data, we'll see.
Oh, me.
Wall of
Oh my,
text.
that's a
Okay.
lot of text. Someone condense that. How
Here's
about
TLDR.
How about giving the chosen a year's supply of dog food?
I don't.
Depends where it comes from.
Yeah. Do you chosen like dog food? I didn't know that was a thing.
So are you talking about this long question?
Yeah.
We're really just
Oh,
talking about the bandit cache thing not disappearing.
Oh, okay.
When people don't loot the thing, because they're going around and harvesting
Oh,
it for
yeah.
XP and then not looting it, so it sticks around.
I do that. Guilty.
It does
Sorry,
time
the
out
worst kind of
pretty
person, Frank.
quickly. It's just that they're farming them so quickly that there's still a lot of them out
Yeah.
there. But I'm pretty sure it despawns in less than 5 minutes. If there's no bandits, if all the bandits are killed and nobody farms, then it clears the thing.
Yeah.
So it does disappear pretty quickly. We know that that's a problem, that people are farming these things. And that's really the issue is that do we want to allow farming of it or do we want to make it a more challenging encounter? Is it too easy? Does it reward too much? Are the rewards in the box not good enough when compared to the XP? There's a lot of different things that need to be talked about there before any kind of change happens.
Someone asked, going back to chat, actually, what about voice chat? So voice chat is kind of relying on our chat, and I think...
Yeah, a while back, I think we did this kind of silently. Nobody kind of knows.
Yeah.
That we disabled voice chat by default because it was causing some massive
performance.
hitches
Yeah.
for people, and the recommendation was just to turn off voice chat. Voice chat used our chat system to do a peer-to-peer connection and use it over chat to create a chat room. It had many different issues for many different people. The new chat system that we're going to doesn't support that type of VoIP.
Yep.
So it's going to go away in the sense. That's why we chose to disable it for now, because there's no sense in spending a lot of time fixing something that is going to go away. Whether VoIP comes back is still a question. Not a lot of people used it, right? People tend to use Mumble or TeamSpeak or Ventrilo or whatever.
Especially organized groups.
Especially organized groups. It is still useful for the pickup groups to have some voice chat, but not a lot of people used it.
It only works in squad, though, and not in platoon. So if you built a platoon to go hit up Kanaloa, you wouldn't be able to use it, which I think is like the biggest use of it there is like you want it to organize a large group of people.
Yeah.
And since it was peer-to-peer, there were also issues with firewalling, and some people could talk. You could hear some people, but not others.
Yeah, and that was
those
the weird,
people couldn't hear you.
And that's the kind of troubleshooting that we just don't want to spend time on.
Yeah.
If it's going away, whether it comes back or not, it's still up in the air. We're not going to work on it in the immediate future.
Yeah.
We'll replace the chat system, and then we'll come back at some later point to say, do we need to add VoIP? Does it make sense? Are there just better integrations that we can do? Are there third-party software that we can integrate into the game? Those kind of things. So we'll figure that out.
We saw two almost simultaneous
Leave VoIP to
questions
other
about the thumping mechanics and how improving thumping. I think that's something we've talked about both with Primus and with David Rogers.
Actually,
Primus, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the band.
With
How he can
not
spell
only
his name
making-
like Primus and not call it Primus.
I accidentally spelled it Prius in one of my first emails but yeah, I think working on both making it a little more rewarding and also making just the encounter itself more fun.
Yeah.
Both
So
from the
interestingly enough, I was talking to Brian about that, and that's one of his things that he's working on is making thumping more engaging. So he was actually probing me about. Yeah, you're gonna say. I thought you were gonna say something. He was actually like asking me questions and prodding about like, you know, when was thumping fun? What is the experience you expect when you go out there? And I was like, I'm gonna send Cream to your desk because he can go on for hours right now.
Well, there's different parts of thumping.
Yes.
There's why am I thumping, which needs to be answered, and I
Yes.
think that needs to be answered from a systematic
Yes.
way, which is why premise is involved. Of like, why do I need these resources? What am I getting when I thump? What are these used for? Is there a reason to continue to do this thing? There's the encounter of thumping, which is what Brian's
That's
working
what Brian
on.
will be working
like,
on.
how can we make the encounter more interesting?
Yes.
And make different things happen. He has some ideas there that we're passing back and forth
Yeah.
between designers. And then there's the combat aspect of thumping, of making it more interesting when it is a horde mode or attack or some kind of defense or even just anybody attacking the thumper. How do we make that combat interesting? And that's where David Rogers comes in.
Right.
So all those people are working together to try to create a more engaging thumping experience.
There you go. Boom.
Boom. What are we looking at time-wise?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Wow.
I can check.
We need a clock.
Yeah.
Right there.
10:36.
Yeah.
Oh, we got plenty of time. Probing. Yes, Oscar. That's what I said. In addition to the Brown on King Peck, can we have a way to turn off the music in the crashed car after all the... Nope.
Nope. Well, you don't.
Well,
like
you know what we
music?
should do is we should put a radio in there,
There you
that's
go.
a destroyable object. There you go.
I thought you were gonna say let them change
Drake
the station.
84PL roadmap. We posted. You posted on the forums about that. That's something you and I have been discussing
Yeah.
since maybe December.
Even longer than
Maybe.
that.
I mean,
Back when
we've been
was a
talking about that
community
since you were
manager,
community
but-
manager, but we've been talking about that more recently, like more relevantly since December. And really, it's you guys pretty much know everything we're working on in our 3 to 6 month plan, probably. Just about everything.
Most things. I mean, there's some things we're probably not even going to share. We wouldn't even share in the roadmap with details because
Oh yeah.
we need to figure out all those pieces. And,
Right. So like Prim's thing,
Yeah.
we're working on crafting, and that's kind of it, right? Like,
well, yeah, we call it. Well, even like the combat update, right? That's
Yeah.
like, oh my God, that encompasses
so many things.
thousands of things that are being touched with that. So
Yeah.
to say combat update is really to undersell it of what is actually being done there. Every single weapon being touched, every single ability being touched,
Every
how
single creature.
creatures spawn, how the creature families, how they interact with the world, AI behaviors, just tons and tons and tons of things. So, and that's why I really can't wait for that to get on PTS so the Cowboy can start talking about that and get some details up. So yeah, they know about things in high levels, but not in an organized way, and that's what we're trying to figure out: is
Yeah,
how
it's
can
like, how
we
we're gonna-
share this in a more organized way
Right.
that gets people interested but doesn't oversell it? Because I'm a big proponent of not overhyping things. I'd rather
I agree.
underpromise and overdeliver
Yes.
than overpromise and underdeliver. And we've run the fine line of if we don't hype it enough, then people aren't interested in it, and if we hype it too much, then we can't deliver upon what the hype generated.
Absolutely.
And that's always the difficulty of any kind of communication.
Yeah.
So that's why I had the communication with the community yesterday was, how do you guys see this happening? Who's doing it right?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the examples were given were companies that are still just in base development of their product, not in a live product.
Yeah.
Or they're, the early access stuff. So they kind of already had their roadmap of what they want the game to be versus changes that they're making based on community feedback and other things. So that's what I'm trying to figure out is how do we communicate that in a good way. There's some good ideas out there, and we've talked some more about it, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. One cool thing, since you mentioned combat, and I'm really excited about this, because the way we spawn creatures, it's something that if you see the Not Firefall live stream where I go through the playtest area, I play all 5 frames, and each time I get to specific areas, I'm fighting different groups of creatures, and it's really cool that we went to kind of like a point system. So it's like for this group we need 1,000 points, and then it's like I'm going to grab 1,000 points worth of creatures and put them in there.
Yeah.
So you may get like the chosen biotech and the chosen mosquito bot one time, or the chosen engineer and some siege breaker another time. It's actually kind of cool. So that it'll like lend just a little bit of like that extra. When you go play through, it's like not exactly the same every time. That's something that's really cool about that. I mean, just to add to like all the stuff that upgrade's touching.
Yeah.
It's literally everything, and I think it's so far I'm super excited about it because I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Mikachu pet, we could do that.
We can make you bet.
Well, so what we could do is we could get Funi's design of the paper Mika, and then we can like put that in the game, and then you could just like follow you
Yeah,
around.
because there's nothing
It'll go-
better for modelers to be working on.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
animators and AI guys.
The
and
community
that's
has spoken.
That's the top priority.
It also has to go
Well, we have to record her doing it.
fix PvP.
Knife Lady.
Yes.
Fix.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That's being worked on. So
Will
as we
do.
said, we hired a new PvP lead.
Yep.
And he's been designing out. Right now, he's been working on Arena PvP. What he thinks Arena PvP should be, how, because they want to have good PvP progression, but not have PvE gear. I have mentioned before. Right now, he's going with a separated system.
Oh, that was during Derek's stream. When
Yeah.
We did the,
So separated out PvP gear, there'll be regulation gear and non-regulation gear. So he's still working out on those details. He's trying to get all the designs done. That's not being worked on for the next 2 months, at least, because we've got other higher priorities that he's helping out with. But he's creating all the design documents so we can get all that approved and everything so that when we do go in, the plan is to at least take a couple of our maps that we already had, do some improvements to them, get some feedback on that, put them in, have a couple game types, get those in. So more information from him when we actually start developing on that stuff, because we don't want to talk about things when it's still in design documents that haven't been signed off on yet. But yeah, it's being worked on.
Yeah, and when the time comes, I'm going to want to talk to him too because...
Referring to Arena when I say regulation gear, just real quick for Funi.
Yes. But yeah, when the time's appropriate, I want to talk to him because we did that thing with Derek where he did the build the level on a live stream, and we actually set aside like 6 hours where he built out a level, which by the way that changed a lot. We
already?
Yeah, it already changed a lot. They added another room for the amphitheater. They cut out a bunch of corridors to shorten it because it was supposed to be a shorter gameplay experience. Anyways,
the process.
but do some internal streaming with potentially our new PvP lead to go to talk about the arena stuff and maybe even stream some internal play tests if we get to do some internal arena play tests.
Going to buy more bridges.
And going to buy more. So, more. Bum was talking about last stream when I was doing Warzone.
Yeah.
He's just like, what is this with bridges everywhere? It's just,
you're gonna
I was just
Firefall,
running into
bridge
bridges,
simulator.
crossing bridges. Yeah, Josh called it Bridge Simulator. A little inside joke from last one. Trace Gaming, tequila time? Yes.
Traith.
What?
Traith. It's tequila time.
Yes, if it's tequila time, I said yes.
Always tequila time, Traith. You know that.
Anyways, so yeah, we're gonna do a lot more of those.
Real quick, people are talking about they want Jetball back. Jetball, Kevin liked Jetball. He wants to make some changes to it to make it a little more interesting, a little more friendly to non-built, pre-built teams.
Yeah.
Because you notice Jetball before, when you had just randoms playing, it became very much just deathmatch in the middle.
Yeah, but when I was hanging out with fans and we were organizing, matches all the time, it was great.
So they want to make it a little easier for players to get into and enjoy and actually achieve the objectives, while also allowing for high skill play. So he's making some tweaks to that. But the idea of throwing a ball back and forth and shooting into goals, that's definitely something he wants to do. So
Yeah. Let's do Ask Where's Red 5 look when needing voiceover actors.
submit some samples. Send them to Frank. He'll pass them on to Boone.
Yeah, send them to me. Sounds great. Send them to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another quick break to show off the rest of the videos, about 2.5 minutes. Come back, do even art, bro. So yeah, we'll see you in a couple minutes. Enjoy these last couple videos from the last challenge.
Kaboom!
or uglier than sin. All the ladies shut you out. You're wondering how to get in. Well, here is my advice for how to make a splash. You can have your pick of gals if you've only got a mustache. A mustache, a mustache, big mustache, thick mustache, my mustache, your mustache. Say the word mustache. A mustache if you've only got a mustache.
Oh my goodness, Special K. So good. My goodness.
You people are silly.
That guy, that video, so good. All right, so we just finished our Do You and Art Bro Championship, actually. Do you know who won?
I do.
I do too. I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Something like
Yeah,
that.
it's one of our Polish fans with the Firefall Aranya. He made a physical Aranya and
Cool
won the
looking
championship.
Aranya.
So congratulations! I have to send you a poster. I gotta get the posters laid out. I have the posters picked out. We gotta get them laid out, signed by the team. So our finalists are gonna get posters, but Burry's gonna get his choice between a snow skull and a.
Sorry.
Okay.
It's a lip bridge.
It's a lip bridge. Burry. Lip bridge. Damn.
Oh.
We're gonna keep going with the bridges. Bridgefall, 2015. His choice between the Snow Squall and the Bumblebee MGV. Choice always cosmetic, and then we got to send a shirt, hoodie, and posters. So cool stuff.
Woo.
So we also had a poll up for what kind of prizes do you guys want to see for 2015's Do You Even Art Bro, and the winner was a war paint and a title.
I like
So-
the idea you had.
What was the idea I had?
The decal.
Oh, wait, which decal?
The fun one. I don't know. I don't want to say it. I don't know because I don't want to make promises that can't be kept.
Well, you could say it just because it's just as a joke.
Frank was talking about a decal of the ding squirrel, which made me really happy.
Oh yeah. a forum decal. Yeah,
Oh,
we
a
should make.
forum decal.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I was
what it
saying.
was.
Like
Okay,
a forum
gotcha.
decal, like it wraps your avatar with the ding squirrel if you win.
You can do that.
That's easy. See?
That's we can do that with no support. When you start talking about decals, I'm like, oh man, artists.
I thought
man,
I meant forum badge.
Oh, yeah,
Gotcha. Okay. I misunderstood the central concept.
Actually, we do have a couple cool things we're doing with decals concerning fan sites. It's pretty cool. Anyways, so what I want to do is I'm going to set up a stream where I'm like messing around in the art tool and like we'll pick colors and stuff. So we'll build the war paint together and decide on the title. Yeah, pretty much. That's really all I'm doing.
I'm just gonna create a stream where I'm just fooling around. I'm just gonna,
Hey, we get to
not gonna
build.
actually do my job. I'm just gonna create a stream.
We get to build a war paint together.
Can we do Twitch makes war paints and just have them spam numbers?
Oh,
and,
God.
Like, make the
Yes!
the color codes.
Set that
the
up.
numbers.
Set that up right now. Go.
I think that's gonna require loots.
Luce isn't busy
He's
or
not
anything.
busy.
It's fine. He doesn't do things.
He doesn't have to fix decals.
He doesn't make the game work or anything. It's fine.
Anyways, but we do have a new year and a whole slew of art to look forward to that's still yet to be created.
And we'll have a look back to 2014 in
Yep.
Do You Even Art Bro.
Yeah,
hopefully on Tuesday.
Yeah, I drafted a blog up now. We just have to gather all the images that I wanted to put in there and all the videos.
Frank's like,
Should
yeah,
be
I'll write the Do You Even Art Bro spotlight. Oh, by the way, it's like 5 pages long.
It's
and has, like,
it's 1,000 words,
and has a bunch of
we
images.
need tons
Thanks,
of
Frank.
pictures. So
Thanks.
should be a lot of fun. But let's have a look at this week. So it's now time for Matt's favorite segment ever, which is Do You Even Art, Bro?
Do you even art, bro?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so this week we have some fun entries. First up, we have, do we have Night Strokes first? I'm asking Marjorie.
Night strokes.
Night Stroke.
You can call him Santa Stroke if
Santa
you prefer.
Stroke.
Which maybe isn't necessarily better if you're...
Is that like vinegar strokes?
I can't see the art, so I don't know which one we're showing. That's Night Strokes. Yep.
All right.
So, this is one by Night Stroke, Santa Stroke.
Very nice, very nice.
Who also did the Santa, the reindeer MGV, or the Santa MGV with the Rudolph, the LGV painting.
Oh,
really
yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So, that's our first one. Very nice.
Very nice.
Next up, we have what? No, we have a video by Ready Fish.
I like how at first he's like, "Is this the one we have next?"
Yeah,
Now he's
exactly.
like, "No, this is what's next."
I know it's the second one, and I forgot which. I know because I knew the second one was a video, but I forgot which image was on the edges. Anyways, so we have a video by Ready Fish as the second one. That's why I named them that way, so that they go second. You're ruining the artistic integrity of my art
Integrity.
selection order process.
We're still live, or they watching
Oh,
the
I
video?
thought you guys
We're
were.
still on camera.
We don't throw anything out.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, ready for
No, we don't throw this
I
out.
lost it.
It's like, this is awesome, yes. It's because she has to find where we put the video, so I'm still on camera.
No, I think we're still watching it.
We were talking the whole way through that.
We're not sure if you heard us or not, but we were.
We were. Maybe our tally light's stuck, I don't know.
You're stuck. Ah,
Oh,
split
split screen.
Split screen.
Fancy technology.
Man.
That is,
What is this?
that was really awesome.
I'm a fan of that.
Yes, that was very well done. Yeah, bro, so dubstep. Oh my goodness. And last but not least, we have another edition of Grumpy Firecat from J Red Bear,
Nice.
the Kanaloa hard mode edition. Can we show that too?
Are we? We're probably
already
split
up.
screening again. Yeah, we
This
need
is
to
why I
get
need
we
a
need to get a
program
preview monitor.
We do need to see what's on screen.
Yeah. New sets. Yeah.
Well, it's you know, an upgrade that we talked
Oh,
about
yeah.
going forward.
There's, still things to do, but
I enjoyed this one though because it showed like Grumpy Firecat. You know how he has like the tiki mask,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's like before Kanaloa hard mode, and then after, and he's got like the flaming ghost skull.
Yep,
So really entertaining.
yep.
Very cool.
Good art this week. Good
So
art.
it's time for voting. Yes, Mr. Miyagi.
Heal your
Josh.
legs with my
Who are you voting
friction
for?
hands. I liked them all, but I got to go with the video by Ready Fish. Like the
Nice.
I've seen a few of those gun sound videos before for other games, and I always enjoy them, and that was a very well done one. So well done, Ready Fish.
Nice. Matt.
You need to vote first.
Oh, whoa.
Well,
Find
this
out
is
whether-
breaking the rules.
Whoa.
To find out whether my vote even matters.
That's what I do.
He's the host
my
now.
thing.
He is the host now.
He gets to be the
All right.
image multipless.
Matt's going to make me vote first. I'm voting for Gunstep.
Good, I don't have to vote.
Time's up.
The only reason I'm choosing not to vote is because I didn't see any of them. So it saves me from having to pick one that I didn't actually see. Frank's like this morning, why didn't you check them out? You didn't send them to me. Didn't get to see him.
I offered you could see him on the TriCaster right
Yeah,
there.
but that required me getting up and walking over there, and we all know that's not going to happen.
So much effort and stuff and things.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool though, that song. So
Yep.
congratulations, Ready Fish. You're gonna go on to. I'm not gonna call it January's finalist voting. I have no idea how we're gonna figure out the groups this year.
They're already picking up on the Bell drinking game.
Yeah,
I don't think we even mentioned that on
mention
camera.
that.
We didn't even
We
mention
were
that.
talking about it before the show.
Yeah, the bell is now a drinking game.
Yep.
Oh, God.
So,
And alcohol poisoning.
Yay. Soon.
Alrighty.
Soon.
Soon.
Soon ding.
Anyways, so at Studio and Art Bro, we're gonna figure out the polls for that, and Ready Fish is going on. But now every week on Facebook, if you like us on Facebook, it is like on Facebook, facebook.com/Firefall. Matt's
One
like,
of those terms.
I typically I tend to
subscribe.
switch those every once in a while. Like, no, I say like us on Twitter. That's the one I
Yes.
mess up all the time. We post a picture of a candid photo of us doing stuff at the office, and we want you to caption that photo. So this week we had the live team stand up, I think, and Josh was talking.
I don't think I was talking. I think I was just
Was
standing
that with
there
the kangaroo, like, overseeing everything?
Yeah, the
Maybe,
kangaroo
yeah.
overseer.
Yeah, I think I was just standing there looking really grumpy. I don't think I was actually talking.
So, normal day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You were being grumpy.
No, it was just.
No, the kangaroo was
I was
grumpy.
listening intently. It's fine.
So we're gonna have Knife Lady OS read off the captions for us, and she's gonna read them loudly so we can hear when she says things.
It is with great sadness that I have to announce to you all that the Bronodon King has died.
I heard her saying things, but I didn't hear what it was. I didn't look at these ones beforehand.
It's really weird hearing myself through the headphones because there's a delay.
We don't have comms
Does
in.
she think we have comms?
We're not doing TeamSpeak, so we didn't count.
Say that again?
We don't have comms in. We can't hear you.
Yep.
Blame Frank.
There, just go for it.
Just read them.
Just go for it.
Move,
They're not-
JB. We need the drinks behind you.
Yeah,
My bad. I'm in the way.
we need the drinks behind you.
I said they're not seeing the
It's
images.
longest thing ever.
Where's the image?
Yeah, use your
Okay.
imagination. We'll describe the image for you. There's people standing in a circle.
I'm in the front. I'm in the
Overlooking
middle
a
going like
monitor
this.
where a kangaroo is sitting on top of the monitor.
There you can see Mika's desk
so
and a
no
whole
one,
bunch of.
I mean, no one is to get anything from this fridge until we find Mika's other stuffed animals. So far, we have found 2 kangaroos. Now that's 2 out of 9,001 animals. Let's get a move on, people. Lunch was 2 hours ago.
The 2 kangaroos are actually mine and Frank's though, so I don't know.
Where's the picture?
It's up.
You're the picture.
Stop trying to split screen caption this. Leave it full screen.
There it is. Yep. Yeah. It's like that thing that people
Hey
used to do.
Vegeta.
Hey Vegeta. Yes,
Stop
that's
yelling at me, people.
looking for.
Frank, there's 2 the same. Never mind.
What? We can't hear you.
I can't hear you, Marjorie.
Okay. I just want to clarify there is not and never will be a pool on the roof. So stop selling passes to the new employees.
People are silly.
Silly. Too good.
I don't know how many we've done.
Meetings.
So I didn't-
Where sanity goes to die.
Yes.
what? What was that one?
It was where. Can you repeat that one? It's meetings where
Where sanity goes
sanity
to
goes
die.
to die.
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
That's stand-ups for you. At least we don't do them every day anymore.
Well, that's just meeting. I mean, that's why Matt's the way he is now. He's just in meetings all the time.
It's true.
He's no longer sane.
Yeah, because I'm not exactly the same as I was for the past 6 years.
Nope.
Yeah.
You are now insane.
Well, time to wait for the job to load. It's checkpoint again.
Oh, that's topical.
That man is playing Galaga. That was me
Yes.
during that stand-up.
Is that the one that you weren't there for? You like got there early and decided
That
there
was
wasn't going to be
infuriating to
one,
see
and then
these
just
things.
left.
That's what it was. Yeah. That was the last one. Yay!
Yeah, that day Frank and Brian Smith show up at like 11:27, and no one's like standing up, so they're probably like, there's not gonna be a stand up and leave.
Let's go get coffee.
And then we'll have a stand up and come back.
Come back. It's like, what I miss.
The stand up that we had at 11:30 as it was scheduled. Gosh. It's like I was here at 11:30.
I was there at 11:30.
Do you need a hug?
Yes.
Frank, give him a hug.
I have
You
abandonment
can't
issues
tell me
now.
to do that anymore.
That's true. I've lost a lot of power since not being Frank's boss.
At least the important power, which is power over Frank.
Yeah, pretty much.
The power to force me to give
Power
people
over other
hugs.
people now, but that's not nearly as fun.
Not really.
No.
I don't manage anyone anymore.
Yeah, well,
I have no power. I can't tell someone to go get something out of my car anymore.
you can, but
Oh, I can ask.
You could ask. Forgetting how to load next objective. Anyways, so that was a lot of fun show on our brand new set with brand new technical difficulties.
Yay.
We'll be upgrading. We'll be as we get more time to spend on it. Thank you guys so much for joining us, Matt, Josh. Thank you for joining us. Matt, thanks for all the answers. Actually,
Yeah.
I think we had a lot of good answers for the community out there.
making my life difficult writing the recap, but
Well, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll get
And then
over
I'm going to give you tons of pictures. And
it.
you're gonna
Yay!
be like,
And I get to deal with refinery all day.
So, and then we're also going to try and figure out some streams. Like, I think people were still asking about Ghost Jaguar's stream because he said he wants to do some streaming of him scripting.
yeah.
We have to set up the room over there first, though. So it'll be a while, but he wants to do another behind-the-scenes stream. So we're going to do more of those to come. But until then, we'll see you next time.